Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Winthrop B. Williams. Tonight we have invited Arizona 5th Congressional District Representative Harry Mitchell and Republican candidate Dr. Chris Salvino to address the issues of border security in Arizona. Harry Mitchell has served as representative since 2006 and was a past mayor of Tempe. As a loyal Democrat, he has supported the current administration 81% of the time, including votes for stimulus and health care legislation. Curiously, he has not shown up to face his constituents on these and other major legislative issues. Dr. Chris Salvino is a practicing trauma surgeon, jet-rated pilot, and father of two. He served as a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force. As a true citizen candidate, Dr. Salvino believes he can help correct the course in Washington before returning to the practice of medicine. Representative Mitchell, what is your position with regard to securing the border by building a fence along the Arizona-Mexican border? Inez, wasn't Harry Mitchell supposed to be here? He's late? Well, I guess we'll have to depend on his record here. Let's see. There's nothing. I don't see anything he's done. Oh wait, no, that's an error. That's a laundry receipt. It seems he's largely been a no-show on the immigration issue. Oh, I've just been handed a note here. Dr. Salvino has held 8 town halls on border security, health care, jobs, and the economy since January. He has also released formal position papers on health care and border security, and soon will release his position papers on jobs and the economy. Let's turn to Dr. Salvino. Doctor, where do you stand on building the fence?
Well, Winthrop, as a physician, I've done volunteer surgery throughout the world. So I've got compassion for people. But as an Arizona trauma surgeon, I've seen the ravages of a lack of a border all the way up here in Metro Phoenix. I've also done volunteer surgery in Mexico, so I've seen what's happening on the other side of the border with the cartel violence. I've recently taken trips to the border. Let me tell you about one of those trips. I got the opportunity to meet a great American named John. John is a cattle rancher on our border. John has 100 people crossing his property on a daily basis. It is not just those looking for work. It is also the cartels who set up shop in America. It's the felons. Did you know it's estimated that there's more than 1 million Mexican felons in the United States? And the fourth group is the terrorists. So our border is unsecure. Our national sovereignty is at risk. And you might say to me, what are you going to do about it going to Washington? I've written a plan called SOS, Secure Our Safety. 12 steps. Let me hit the highlights for you. Step number 1, the fence that's down there is not adequate. It's only on 20% of our border, and you or I can cross that with a rope ladder. So step number 1, fix the wall the correct way with razor wire. Step number 2, take our 17,000 border agents, which are not all on the border, and move them up to the border. And step number 3 marries up the wall and the agents up in blockhouses like a prison. Put them every half mile to a mile so they can see who's approaching the wall and stop them before they come over. Take a look at our paper. It's called SOS, Secure Our Safety. Thank you.
Representative Mitchell, I don't believe you've held any town hall meetings on border security or any other issue, have you? At any rate, would you prefer to see a completed fence or a comprehensive immigration reform as the first step toward managing border security? Dr. Salvino, is the fence or immigration reform the first course of action we need to take?
There's no question about it. The fence is the most important first step in solving our illegal immigration and border security problems.
Representative Mitchell, rather than attacking the border security issue, the Obama administration attacks Arizona with a federal lawsuit instead. Where do we go from here? Well, we must conclude that Representative Harry Mitchell is waffling on the border security issue. Dr. Salvino.
Obviously, the president's lawsuit is politically motivated. We must secure this border and secure it now. Our national sovereignty is at stake. When I go to Washington, this will be one of my top priorities.
Learn more about Dr. Salvino's stance on the critical issues facing our state and nation at drchrisforcongress.com. That's drchris, F-O-R, Congress.com.